Karen room, pretty straightforward. Lots of neuts. One web, one lancer. So this lancer is actually, it's going to do us a favor. 50%. We're going to get our resist going. We're going to get our tracking disruption onto Karen. We're going to start with a mystic ramp. We're not going to start. We're going to do a mystic ramp. Get our smart bombs going. Now I'm not going to turn on my repper. I mean, that is a lot of neut pressure, and I'm pretty sure I'd be fine. And really, the smart play is for me to just knock off maybe like one or two of these neuts, but I occasionally like to make bad decisions and see how it plays out. And if this Lancer is not coming in, I was hoping that it would, because then Karen will come closer. I'm going to turn off the afterburner, single web. Come on, Lancer. And what I'll do is I'm going to watch my cap here. But I don't want to over-rep. But definitely if you're learning, don't do what I'm doing right now. Because I might put myself in a bad position. First cap alarm. Most of the damage, yeah. And we are firewalling some damage here. It will be interesting for sure. So I'd say what this tells me is if there are, you know, what is that, 6 drifters, the smarter play, obviously, I mean, we knew at the start, the smarter play is to kill those neuts. But that's a game. We're here to have fun. I made a gamble, and it paid off. And all it really bought us is, you know, we started our ramp on Karen earlier, and I didn't. We probably saved maybe 30 seconds. So the safer play was absolutely, you know, don't flirt with 6 neuting drifters. And we're going to waste 20 seconds here just by being off the gate. But it also shows just how little tank you need in darks. I mean, I was not running that rep all that much. And if it was 70%, it would have been even less damage. But that, so my cap-wise, I run a Thucker medium and a Thucker large, and you can see just how strong of a combination that is. I mean, I would say a lot of people would see that spawn and, you know, would not be happy, and definitely would not mess around in it. Maybe that was experience, or maybe that was just luck. Who's to say? But I know that, so from the experience side, in tier 6, I run a nicer Thucker large that's mutated, and then I run a mutated Thucker small. And for a while, well, for a little bit, I ran no E-War in the mids, and I ran a Recharger. And with that setup, I absolutely could just ignore every, you know, any neut pressure that came out. There's no reason to do that. If you're in a room that has so much neut pressure, what else is really a threat? Especially in dark. So it makes sense to have it, enough cap to be able to withstand a certain amount of pressure, but you don't need to be lazy. Maybe lazy is not the right word, but yeah. I have a OneNote with comments that I'll make while testing and whatnot, and for a while that comment was 6 newts is the limit. If you have 6, clear 1 and then start the ramp. And like if I just cleared 1 newt there, it would be nothing to write home about. Which is true for a lot of Eve. I mean, when a fight or a spawn is playing to your strengths, it's mostly forgettable. When you make a risk, which that wasn't a smart risk because again, I don't really gain anything. But I also know if some other situation were to arise, or a combination were to arise where I got similar newt pressure, I could ignore it for a little bit. Essentially I could ignore it for a full ramp on Karen. And once Karen dies, there's mostly no DPS in that room.